Ho, 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 my lovelies. Welcome to my channel and my art studio. I am Mrs. B, your Catholic art teacher. This week, boys and girls, is Blessed Mother Mary Week. And we're going to create this beautiful card for our Blessed Mother Mary. Yes, we are celebrating our Blessed Mother Mary week, which began Saturday, the first Saturday devotion on the 4th of December. This is when Catholics gather to pray in honor of our Blessed Mother and show our devotion to her Immaculate Heart. Our Blessed Mother is so misunderstood. So we pray for those who says bad things about her Immaculate Conception. Immaculate Conception means that she was born without sin. We pray for those who refuse to accept her as mother of us all, her divine virginity and maternity, and those who insult her holy images. They say that we idolize. Boys and girls, we don't idolize. It's very similar to when you take a picture of your children or your brothers or your sister or your mommy and your daddy, you know. You look at the picture and you remember it. You have, a devotion. You think you have good memories. You have good thoughts. But it's very similar. So, we are not idolizing, but we just remembering her beauty and her devotion to us. And most of all, there are people who try to seek to tell the little children the wrong message about our Blessed Mother and her beautiful Immaculate Heart. We pray for them because God can do all things. He is so mighty and powerful, and because he can do all things, he chose Mary to be the mother of his son, mother of God. He can do all things. And so why should we argue with God? And so, boys and girls, the same way that we adore our mothers so much and we obey our mothers, well, it's the same thing with Jesus. Remember the 10 commandments, where the third commandment is honor thy mother, fourth commandment, honor thy mother and thy father. Boys and girls, don't you think that the same would apply? In Jesus, in his humility, he would honor his mommy, Mother Mary. So when we need to ask Jesus for a favor, who best can we go to but to his mother, and say, Mother Mary, please, talk to your son. Ask him to do that for me, please. Because Jesus will listen to his mother. So, to go back to this card, this beautiful card celebrates our Blessed Mother, who said yes to God, to celebrate her Immaculate Conception, which we celebrate on the 8th of December. And boys and girls, this beautiful stone was given to me by Love Anis Designs. She has lovely creative things online, so you should check her out. So inside this card, boys and girls, is a beautiful depiction of our Blessed Mother with the 12 stars around her, which represents the 12 stars of Israel. And boys and girls, this Sunday, the 12th, is another feast day. It's the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. But let me just explain before we go on to this, this image. So this is the Immaculate Conception. There's her beautiful Immaculate Heart right there. And she's holding the rosary. She's praying the rosary, boys and girls. So this is a representation of the rosary. You know, there is not 4 beads for each decade. It's 10. So this is just an image, representation of the rosary. And here we have our Blessed Mother standing on the head of the serpent, because of Adam and Eve and original sin, God had to send his son to redeem us, and he is also known as the second Adam. So our Blessed Mother is the second Eve, and she crushed the head of that same serpent who tempted Eve to eat that apple, that eats the fruit, the forbidden fruit, and they disobeyed God. And Mother Mary is on top of the world because she's the queen of us all, boys and girls. She's queen of heaven and earth. And to go back now to this Sunday, which is the feast day of the Immaculate Conception, boys and girls, Our Lady of Guadalupe, she appeared to Juan Diego, this young Indian man, and there was so much atrocities happening in Mexico where people were offering their babies for human sacrifice, and that hurt the Immaculate Heart and the Sacred Heart. And you know, boys and girls, Mother Mary appeared to Juan Diego and asked for a shrine to be built, and a lot of miracles occurred during that time. And you can go there now, because our Blessed Mother's image it's amazing. If you read the story about it, it was like Mother Mary told him to go and pick some flowers, and he went to, it's called Castilian roses. He picked all the roses and brought it as a proof that he saw our Blessed Mother, because at that time of the year, there was no roses. So when he brought it to the bishop, and when he opened off, because he gathered the roses in his tilma, and when he opened the tilma, boys and girls, you saw the image of our Blessed Mother, and the bishop was astounded. And right there and then, that was the miracle. And if you read about it, boys and girls, it's not actually a painting, you know, it's a photograph. And Kodak, the company Kodak, went and investigated. You can look at it online, and they themselves are baffled because of the image. It's not actually painted on the tilma, but it's like a photograph. It's so difficult to explain, and it's a beautiful devotion and pilgrimage. You can go to Mexico to see this. So boys and girls, you know, our Blessed Mother is real, and we should show that devotion to her, boys and girls. And so I ask you to create any of these images that I post this week in my videos. It's either the Immaculate Conception or Our Lady of Guadalupe. And if you create any, or the Immaculate Heart of Mary, so if you create any of these versions and send it to me, boys and girls, you can get a chance to go on my YouTube channel, to be featured in my YouTube channel, and you will receive the special edition Christmas certificate. And you'll be getting a certificate if you get onto my YouTube channel. So boys and girls, we're going to create a card to celebrate the feast day of our Blessed Mother Mary. So let's get started. The first thing you need to do, boys and girls, is to get a card like this, and you fold it this way, the long way. All right, you fold it this way, and you will have something looking like this, and you open it this way. And boys and girls, I've gone ahead and cut the letters Happy Feast Day, because our Blessed Mother for this week, we will be having 3 different feast days. The first is the first Saturday devotion. It's not actually a feast day, but it's a devotion that we Catholics, we go. I know there's in Point Michel, Our Lady of La Salette Church, they have a devotion to our Blessed Mother, and we go to Mass every first Saturdays there. So boys and girls, we are going to create a lovely card to celebrate our Blessed Mother. And on the 8th of December, that's this Wednesday, 8th of December, is the Feast of the Immaculate Conception. Now, the Immaculate, that's a big word, isn't it? That just means that our Blessed Mother was born without sin. She didn't have sin. I mean, it's obvious. She had no sin because she gave birth to her Son, our Lord Jesus Christ, who has no sin. So, boys and girls, let me just show you what we're going to do. So, at the front of it, we're going to have a lovely cake to celebrate our Blessed Mother's feast day. And in this, when you open it, we're going to draw a picture of our Blessed Mother and the Immaculate Conception. So we're going to do a picture to stick in the middle, and we're going to do some arts and crafts. So we're going to do a collage of a cake with 1 candle on it. So boys and girls, let's get started. So when you've done this, you just put it aside. You can write this with your marker, Happy Feast Day, but leave a big gap in the middle because we're going to put a lovely cake in the middle. All right, boys and girls, so you put that aside, and I've already done a shape that you will need for you to stick down. So what I've done, I drew it for you so that you can get a screenshot of it or trace it, and so it would be a lot easier for you to create your cake. So here you have it. You can screenshot that, and there you have this is the cake, this is the lovely strawberry topping, icing, and this is the jam, strawberry jam in the center, a lovely plate, purple plate, as we celebrate, we're in the season of Advent. And these are the flames for the candle, and this is a candle right there with the wax already pouring out because it's so hot. So let's put that aside like this, and we're going to stick that down on our card that we've already written Happy Feast Day on it. So boys and girls, you get your plate and you get some glue and you stick it down like that. So let's just get some glue, and you just apply some glue, lovely fine, very thin. You don't have to have it too thick, like that. And then you stick it down about here, be fine. All right, make sure it's nice and straight. And you press, you can put something heavy on top of it so that it will stick in place. And then this is the cake. All right, so you just get your shapes, get your colored paper. You can either use colored paper, or you can just draw it and cut it out and stick it down, color it in. So you have two choices, but I'm using colored paper because I have colored paper lying around. So yeah, you can get colored paper in Jay's or Campbell's, boys and girls. You could just go to any stationery shop and get that for your arts and crafts supply, and you have it there, so anytime you have it for future classes. And you stick this down here like that. Try to make it as central as you possibly can, like that, and just put heavy weight on that. I'm using my hand at the moment, but then afterwards I'm going to put a heavy book on top of it to keep it flat. All right, and then on top of that we're going to give it this lovely strawberry, no, it's strawberry colored, but it's icing. So we're going to add some glue, lovely glue like that. Make sure we get it into it. Every loop where the blobs of icing is falling down. This lovely, delicious cake. And you take it and you just stick it down like that. There you go. Stick that down like that. And then, boys and girls, let's not forget we've got to use the jam, because sometimes the baker can cut the cake in half and in the center spread some lovely strawberry jam. It doesn't have to be strawberry, it could be marmalade, it could be those chocolate fillings. You can get some chocolate spreads. There's all different types of spreads that you can put in it, so it's according to your taste, what you like. And there you go. So you put your lovely jammy filling on your cake like that. That's making me so hungry. I wouldn't mind a slice right now. What about you, boys and girls? I'm sure you'd love a delicious slice of strawberry cake. And when you've done that, you add the lovely cake to celebrate our Blessed Mother's feast day. So the feast day that we're going to talk about is the Immaculate Conception. And you might say to yourself, what is Immaculate Conception? It means that Mary was born without sin. And how can that happen? Well, boys and girls, God is omnipotent. That means he's all powerful. He's all powerful and he can do all things. Nothing is impossible. It says that in the Bible. Nothing is impossible for God. God can move mountains. So boys and girls, there you have the candle. We're going to put the flame. And so Mother Mary was born to Joachim and Anne, who are saints in heaven right now. They're the parents of Mother Mary. And they wanted a baby so much. And God blessed them with a baby girl. And they gave her the name Mary, which meant royal incense. So already you could get, with that name Mary, we know that she's going to be very special. Now, Joachim and Anne knew that Mother Mary, well, baby Mary at that time, was a special gift from God. After she was born, they dedicated her to God. So, like a normal little girl, Mother Mary was taught by her mom to bake cakes and make bread and all lovely things like that. And when she grew up very graceful. And by the time she was about 14, the angel appeared to her and said to her, "Hail, full of grace, and blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb." And boys and girls, there you have this beautiful candle, especially for our Blessed Mother. And we can draw lines like this to show that it's shining brightly. Beautiful candle. And yeah, you can have add your little decorations. If you will, you can add gemstones, you know, like this, because our Blessed Mother is the Immaculate Conception, and the color blue represents our Blessed Mother, so we can have, like, this represents little icing on it, and we can just do this and stick this on our cake to show this icing that has been placed on Mother Mary cake. And yeah, that's the lovely cake. So we're going to turn the page over now, and we're going to do drawing. Actually, you're going to draw first, and then afterwards you're going to cut, if you will. But you can just draw. But here I have already drawn the different items, and I've painted as well the different items. So you need this, which is her blue dress, a crown, her hands, her praying hands, her feet, and this is a representation of the devil, the snake of Adam and Eve that tempted Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. So I have this already. So when you take them out like that, you'll be able to trace this out. I'll keep my hands very still for you, and then you can take a picture of it, trace it if you will, and then you'll be able to do either draw or color. It's entirely up to you. So we'll just put that on the side here like that, and then we place that back so that we'll know what we're about. That circle is for Mother Mary's head. This is the serpent. This is Mother Mary's praying hands and the crown. Now, our Blessed Mother always tells us to pray the rosary every day. And I have a rosary club, and you're welcome to join us at any time to pray with us. So that's her feet. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to decide, position the different items. So the first thing we need to do is we need to I think I'll just trace this now, the map of the world, so that when it's time to come, then it will be, so you just use a little black pen and you just trace the outline of the world. It doesn't have to be accurate, it's just a representation of the different countries in the world. And then you just draw this like that. Okay. And yeah, boys and girls, it's lovely to have devotions, you know, and to trust in our Blessed Mother's intercession, because sometimes I feel that I am not worthy to go directly to Jesus, because he is so good to us, and I'm always failing, I'm always falling with regards to sin, and I find that it would be better for me and to be humble and ask our Blessed Mother to intercede for me, ask her Son to pray for me. And that's why we have our Blessed Mother there to intercede for us. So I'm going to now add, I'm just deciding how to place this, so I'm just going to stick this down like this, and I won't glue at the end there because I have to slip in the world somehow. So we're going to place Mother Mary like this, and then just stick that down like that, and then we'll have the world coming in like this, because Mother Mary is here to crush all evil, and she's standing on the world. So she's like a representation of a great intercessor to help us, to save us, and by praying for us to her Son. I mean, God ultimately is the one that will save us. Ultimately, He is the one. But our Blessed Mother, she can intercede for us and plead for us, plead to her Son and say, look, you know, this person, they're trying, and I know they're falling, and I know they're hurting your Sacred Heart, but please listen to their plea. Give them a chance, you know, and Mother Mary will ensure that we will be heard. And that's why it's such a beautiful thing. I'm going to turn her head to a side, so, like that. And then we're going to put a crown on her head like that. Okay, let's just add some glue to it. And this weekend on Sunday, we're going to be celebrating the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe, and she is the patron saint of the Americas. So Our Lady of Guadalupe appeared to this young gentleman named Juan Diego, and a miracle occurred when she told him to pick some flowers in a garden. It was a time when that flower never grew, that time of the year. You know, sometimes there are flowers which are seasonal, and so, but Juan Diego went and he picked those he went there and he saw, to his surprise, the flowers, and he went and he picked them, and the bishop, he had to bring it to the bishop to tell him about Mother Mary. And this is a miracle, because during that time there was mass killing. You know, people were using babies as sacrifices in those times, you know, and it was just so much bad things that were happening. And our Blessed Mother was so sad that this was happening, and she appeared to Juan Diego and asked for a church to be erected so that something can be done for this mass killing, you know. So our Blessed Mother Mary here, she has her praying hands, and I have some collection of beads here. So I think I'm going to select this bead, and I'm going to make it represent a rosary. But we know that it's 10 beads. This is only have 4 beads in between every large bead for the Our Father. So this is a representation. So this is not a real rosary. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 decades. So I'm going to cut it right there. You know, I hope that that's right. And here's the scissors. Looking for it frantically. Found it. It's right there looking at me. And we're going to do this. So it's 5 decades. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're going to have this, and stick it down like that to show that our Blessed Mother is praying the Rosary. And then at the end of it, we'll just draw a cross, or put the shape of a cross or something down there to represent a cross. Or I'll use some pipe cleaners. I've got some pipe cleaners right here. I can make a cross with it. So I can cut that like that. And that one. So I cut two. I did it in the pink. So you're going to have a cross like that. Just about appears to be a cross. Okay, and that's going to go at the base of the rosary. Alright, so we have this mini cross like that. Boys and girls, let's put that on. So let's just add some glue to it. So we'll just add a little glue here, like that. Give it enough so that it will be able to stick on like that. And then we're going to have, just leave it like that. Then we're going to put in some glue on that end here so that it will show that I have this two of them joining on like that, and then you have the cross right there. So we're going to have glue right here and the cross at the end like that. Okay, and you can't forget this while it's drying. Let's just put in this serpent, which symbolizes Mary crushing the head of the serpent. Is the serpent represents evil, and our Blessed Mother's foot is crushing the head of the serpent. Let me just push it in a little bit, because let's do that a little bit, and then I can take it off. So we have to have, let me just bring it up a little bit. Like that. And just a minute, let me just have a look at this here. I'm trying to get this up. I should have done this first, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We want Mother Mary to crush the head of the serpent. And how would she do this, boys and girls? It's simply this way. She has the head. We have to make it a head that he crushes. And that is the head of the serpent, like that, sticking out. Okay, and we're going to draw, we're going to have that like that. Okay, that's the head of the snake. Mother Mary, let me see how I can, because it worked for me when I was practicing, but it's not working now. Let's see, just bring it down a little bit. Right, that's what happened. That's it. So Mother Mary's head is Mother Mary's feet is crushing the head of the serpent. And we're going to add some glue before it moves again. Just put some glue here like that. And then we're going to put some glue under here as well to show the serpent is not going to escape. So Mother Mary, so Jesus, because of the fall of Adam, so God wanted to bring back for us the ability that we can go to heaven. So that's the head, like that. And then let's try to bring down the rosary, which has been moved because of, so I'm going to add some more glue. These things happen, boys and girls, you know, that's fine. So we're going to put some more glue there so that when it sticks it well. And yeah, so I was saying that because of the original sin of Adam and Eve, God had to fix this. He had to fix this, you know, because Adam and Eve, because of the sin of Adam and Eve. Remember, Adam and Eve was born, they were born without sin. But because Eve got tempted by the devil, it caused the stain of sin. So I'm just adding some glue here, sorry. And I put that on here. So that's Mother Mary's hand, and she's praying the rosary. So that's going to go like that. And then we're going to have the other hand going like this. So she's going to be holding the rosary like that. So let me just show you how I do that. I just put some glue on it all over. And then that's what's going to happen like that. So we have the praying hands, you know, just try to do it this way. So that's the praying hands. Okay, so we have our Blessed Mother holding on to the rosary like that. And then, yeah, so Mother Mary had to repair this damage. So God, because God loved us so much and he wanted to give us that second chance, he sent his son. And Mother Mary was the one who was selected to be the Ark of the Covenant, to have baby Jesus. And so this is the beautiful card of the Immaculate Heart of Mary, Immaculate Conception, and she's standing on the world, crushing the head of the serpent. Let me just add some glue here. Oh yeah, there's some glue there, so that's good. I'm just adding some glue there, that's fine. And then we can maybe add some glue here too. And some glue here too. Good. All right. And boys and girls, when you let that dry, you know, you can add your little finishing touches. You can add some pom-poms to decorate, you know, make it pretty. Like she had some stars, 12 stars around her to symbolize the 12 tribes of Israel. So you can have something like that colorful around our Blessed Mother. And yeah, boys and girls, there you have it. So this is the card for our Blessed Mother for her feast day. And yeah, I can't wait to see your artwork. So please share with me, let me have a look at your work, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.